Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a... Set sails over the end line. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Walker now on 1st and 10. He'll get this down to the 38. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. This is a credit. Their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The Niners at 6-3 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but The attitude has to be what's done is
pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Okay, break. Drill green.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Yellow, one. Ready.
Now Lance on the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Now, able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lance. That's complete right around the 8. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Lance on target to Samuel for a Niner first.
Ready up.
Mitchell is in. Touchdown 49ers. Just power of football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, it's Walker. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Mariota to throw for it on fourth. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Up the middle, here's Walker. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Mariota. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Mariota's throw into the hands of Lockett. On the move past the 40. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Mariota. And all the way in, touchdown Sam. Noah Fant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Ready, set.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Set.
Now a play fake. Lance. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. If you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Mariota. Left side complete to Lockett. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll try for the first with Walker. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 60 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To throw Mariota. And he wisely will throw that one away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now Mariota on 4th down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Hey, go Bears.
They run over center with Mitchell. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ready?
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
Ready, ready.
Lance going to sneak it. And, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively. But the referee signals it will be a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
Come on, set. Just. 17. 52 black.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Play action, now it's Lance. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Ready, go.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Mariota on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
And this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
The Seahawks send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Lance. And it's complete to Mitchell. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Let's go now.
On first down, Lance. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing again on second down. Lance over the middle, and he's got Gray. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it.
But I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will start.
Scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And his throw is incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Here's Lance to throw it. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Throwing now is Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the pass, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. On the handoff, Mitchell. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Lance looking to throw it. That's complete left side to Gray. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Check right. Set.
They'll run with Mitchell. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Mitchell again. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Elijah Mitchell with career touchdown number 60. And the 49ers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Lance going to try to throw for this. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will hold on to this one right at the 5-yard line. Lucky there. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. In motion goes the tight end. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. To throw is Mariota. Flushed out right. It's complete to Lockett. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a 1st after a gain of about 9.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll sneak it with Mariota. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
And were you surprised a little bit? 2nd and 1, they went quarterback sneak. I know it works, so it's not like I'm second-guessing at all, but I thought they might go with something else there.
No, I'm sitting here trying to think the last time I saw a 2nd 1 sneak. I can't remember any.
Yeah, it's a rare call because normally you're going to go ahead and use your back if you're going to run it or if you want to throw it, a little quick pop there. But in this case, just get in behind those big guys and pick up a 1st down.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Off the play fake, Mariota. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Understanding he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the red zone now, Mariota. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
This one caught by Kittle. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 48 yards. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. The try for two is successful. And it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. This offense so far on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Mariota again. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mariota. He's got a man. Complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
To the right side, this is Walker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On the give, this is their fullback. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 71 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. But once again, it's Mitchell. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And now they'll throw with Lance. And this pass caught by Gray. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's Walker to start the drive. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
23 yards the pickup there. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 1st down, Mariota. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Mariota to sneak it, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They'll try and run Walker. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little land.